For the past 150 years, humans have relied on fossil fuels, predominantly coal and oil, to meet their energy needs. However, human reliance on fossil fuels has caused accelerated climate change and a buildup of greenhouse gases, causing very bad environmental catastrophes to happen on a more regular basis, and causing a greater number of extreme temperature fluctuations. Because of the adverse and catastrophic events, there is a desperate need to transfer from fossil fuels to alternative fuel sources to meet our energy needs. There are quite a few alternative energy sources with their own pros and cons, but switching to an alternative fuel source is imperative to prevent even greater environmental catastrophes. Wind is one of the oldest alternative energy sources. Humans have been harnessing wind power for thousands of years, and now wind turbines generate a good amount of electricity both on land and offshore. There are some downsides to wind turbines, such as the destruction of bird wildlife and how turbines appear on the horizon, and the fact that they do not produce electricity when the wind does not blow. However, for the most part, they are a safe and reliable source of alternative energy. Another safe and reliable source of alternative energy is solar. Solar energy also has its pros and cons. One pro is it is easier for personal installation and can be installed on the roofs of family homes. One con of solar energy, however, is the price of solar panels. Solar panels are known to be quite expensive. Another con is that according to the Solar Energy Industries Association, the technology is a long way to go before it is capable of meeting larger percentage of the energy needs, and now only accounts for 2% of the US's energy. Hydroelectric has been used for centuries in some capacities. The first factories were often located near rivers to access hydropower from the rushing water. Hydroelectric power is a very good source of large amounts of energy, especially tidal hydroelectricity, which is generated from ocean tides. Hydroelectricity is collected by large dams that push water through turbines, creating electricity. According to the National Hydropower Association, 52% of all renewable energy in the United States is produced by hydroelectricity. However, the cons of this energy source are that dams disturb local ecosystems, and energy companies that own these dams sometimes deny local residents water access. Nuclear energy has the potential to be the most powerful alternative energy source we have. This type of alternative energy does not emit CO2 gases, and it uses nuclear reaction to generate electricity instead of using coal or oil. According to an article on greenhouse gases in the Environmental Science Technology Journal, because nuclear power is abundant low carbon source of baseload power, it could make large contributions mitigating of global climate change and air pollution. However, the downside of this are that radioactive waste that has to be disposed of very carefully, and the potential for nuclear disasters such as 3 Mile Island, Pennsylvania, Fukushima in Japan, and worst of all, Chernobyl in the USSR. While nuclear energy has become much safer in more recent years, the possibility for disasters still exists. Even the small possibility, nuclear energy still remains one of the most possible energy sources to replace fossil fuels in recent years. In conclusion, while there are many pros and cons to each form of alternative energy, it is imperative that we address the need to stop using fossil fuels and to start using alternative energy sources that do not destroy our planet and contribute to accelerating climate change now, because the world cannot afford to procrastinate any longer.